Hi, I'm Adrienne Ross. Welcome to today's Motivation Moment, November 27th, 2013. Let's be honest. Have you ever looked at someone and it seems like every time you turn around, something good is happening to that person? Some promotion, some opportunity, some open door. And you're thinking, man, that should be me. I'm as smart as she is. I'm as talented as he is. I deserve that. What's the deal? I think if we were to be honest, we'd probably say that we've experienced that at least one time in our lives. But let me share something with you. One of the greatest ways to assure your success is that you learn to pour yourself into someone else's success, into helping someone else succeed. We call it a servant's heart. It's not easy to do, especially when we think that we're supposed to be where that person is. But if we will choose not to fight and scratch and claw to try to force our way into something, we're going to find good things are going to happen, and probably a lot more quickly. You know, your gift will make room for you. And in the meantime, you pour into somebody else's gift. You give yourself to someone else's dream and watch what happens to you. I want to share this story. A good friend of mine and a youth pastor at my church. I was coaching girls' high school varsity basketball, and he was coaching the modified girls, 7th and 8th grade. And when he began to coach the modified team, he said to me, he said, Adrienne, my goal is not to win some modified championship. My goal is that in a few years, you will win the conference championship. Now, it had never been done in the history of the school. But he was saying to me, I'm going to invest in these girls so much. I'm going to make sure they are so fundamentally sound that in a few years, as they go through modified and JV and then to varsity, they will be such a unit. They will be so good. I will have invested so much, taught them so much that you will win the championship. It wasn't about him. Listen, he was and is an amazing athletic talent. Not only is he an amazing person, but he is an amazing athletic talent. Football, basketball, baseball, as far as playing, as far as coaching. He has it all. He could have easily been the head coach of the varsity team. But he said, in a few years, you will win. And you know what? He was right. Actually, in a few years, he and I ended up coaching together. He was my assistant coach. Again, much better than I. Should have been the head coach probably. But he served as my assistant, and I learned so much from him. And then he, as a busy husband and as a busy father and working in the ministry, he ended up stepping away from coaching the girls basketball team with me as my assistant. And we did end up winning a championship. Not only did we win one, which had never been done, but we won back-to-back conference championships. And when I think of those championships, I have to think of him, because those girls came and they were hardworking and they were fundamentally sound and they were hungry. And that had a lot to do with the fact that he was willing to serve a dream that was beyond him. And though his name is not associated with those championships at all, because by then he had moved on. He wasn't even coaching anymore. But I know that it would never have been done without the fact that he was willing to come alongside and serve those girls and pour into my dream. He wasn't worried about fighting and clawing and making sure he got the credit, you know? And there's something to be learned in that. There's so much to be learned in that. No matter where you think you should be or what you think you have a right to, believe that your time will come. In the meantime, find somebody else that you could pour into, that you could help, someone whose dream you can share and you can cheer them on and you can invest in them. And if you'll do that, your gift, your dream will make room for you. In the meantime, help somebody else. You do reap what you sow. That is the law of the harvest, and it is true. Your time will come. Your time will come. Thank you so much for joining today's motivation moment. I really hope you got something out of it.